everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time reviewing on another Halloween film review, and this one is on Grave Encounters. Now, as you know, Grave Encounters was a 2011 Canadian found footage supernatural horror film, which was meant to be directed and edited by the Vicious Brothers. And of course, the best I can say about Grave Encounters, it does something that I think Paranormal Activity wanted to do, but doing it a bit more better. So, the premise of the film is meant to follow Jeffrey Hartfield, who is the producer of Grave Encounters. Of course, talks about how the show was cancelled after 5 episodes, and of course, managed to find footage from the 6th and final episode. And we do kind of see how, the Grave Encounters team, which consists of Lance, Sarah, Matt, TC, as well as a fake special sort of spirit guide known as Houston Gray, go to kind of study and learn about a psychological world that has been abandoned for a long, long time. And of course, a lot of strange things have been happening there. And it has been said that a doctor known as Arthur Fredkin performed unethical experiments and lobotomized hospital patients and all that. So we kind of see how, Lance and the others basically stay the night there to find any paranormal stuff. And at first, we kind of see them kind of looking around, thinking nothing bad is going to happen. But when they kind of see how there's things like the equipment going haywire, the times on their clock gets weird, this is where we're going to see the film showing its true nature. And I think what the film gets right at is building up the whole mystery storyline. Like, at first, we kind of see how Lance, Sarah, TC, and Nat are seeing this as another opportunity for their show, and this does capture the whole ghost, paranormal, fake stuff. How there's a lot of people who claim something is haunted, even though it's all smoke and mirrors. But as soon as they notice a lot of strange things happening and start seeing ghosts and other paranormal stuff, this is where they know things have just gotten real, and they're trying to survive being chased by ghosts, giant hands, also giant mists, and all that. And one by one, we do see them get picked off like flies. And this is where we do see how Lance and his team slowly see the darker sides of going into things that they should have left alone. And despite, the people around them talking about their own experiences, this is them thinking this was a golden opportunity, despite not realising the consequences. And I kind of give the film credit is showing the realistic sides of what can happen when you try to see things as a golden opportunity, despite not realising the consequences. And we do kind of see what happens to the crew one by one, like Houston Gray being attacked by ghostly presence. We kind of see TC being thrown into a bloodbath and dragged underneath. We kind of see Sasha being dragged by a cosmic fog, and we do see how Matt and Lance kind of get lobotomized, and one by one showing the sides of what can happen when you kind of go into things that can get you into trouble. And I kind of give the film credit is doing something with the ghosts. At first you wonder who these ghosts are, but when you see them coming onto walls, showing their demonic faces and that, this is where you know things get a lot more serious. I know there is a sequel, and I'm hoping one day I can review that. I know there was talks about doing a grave encounters 3 at the beginning, but never happened. And I think it's clear after this film's success, they were trying to grab onto something like another Paranormal Activity golden ticket. I think as a thought, is the film good? Yes. Is it okay? Sort of. But yeah, it does what it obviously has to do. To be another found footage film, doing something a little different, something a little better, and doing a little more showing them what can happen when you try to explore abandoned places that are obviously meant to be dangerous. Seeing things like, yeah, kind of like dilapidated buildings, some computers staying on, or some basically destroyed monuments and all that. So, in a way, it deserves a thumbs in the middle. Kind of alright, but kind of okay. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.